Restless Fire flag, which is over on my side. So about 10 minutes into the game for you, the raffle will be over.
Yep, and for mine, once again, you get that Restless Fire flag. To me, that's what's really cool about it. You get the 10 for the wind camo too, but the Restless Fire, that's where it's at.
I don't know, man. I'd rather have the For the Win camo. Those are sexy. Great way to grind Commander XP.
Yeah, and that's true.
So we said briefly in the room that Team Comp was going to be an interesting choice. Here we see it already. ZR going with Hakuryu for their carrier. Of course, talking to Animati earlier, we understand his reasoning behind taking Midway. Then ZR going Montano Yamato, Des Moines triple Hindenburg. That's a lot of Hindenburg. And then the Score brothers, GRE and SAT, taking Gearing and Grozavoy respectively.
Yep, don't forget about their Eerie.
But that guy's a scrub. He's terrible.
And then on the side here for my team, 07, we've got double Montana. Of course, we've got the Midway too. Double Hindenburgs, Moskva, Grozavoy, triple Grozavoy, as both Aries go down.
Imagine that. All right, here we go, kids. Semi-final action underway here on North America as we start with Game 1 on Trap. ZR looks like they're opting for a very A-B heavy deployment here. We've got GRE making knots to B with SAT Score, Dolphin Princess, Mechanics, I'm just going to say Mechanics, all headed down to A. Red Front and Ultra Real are going to head up to play delaying action at C, keep things honest up there, while Yasinpoi is going to move in aggressively behind this island at B to bring in his radar and a little bit of aerial cover for GRE Score's Gearing.
Just a quick question on when you were covering the 07 guys, did you see Policat doing a lot of clicking on the map?
No, there was not a lot of clicking in general, actually.
Oh, okay. Interesting. So we've got, looks like the standard split on this side, A and C, and Potato getting some early shots from, I guess, being spotted by air.
Looks like it. Both sides sending out planes to get a few early spots here. Hakuryu, we see the air superiority Hakuryu here. Carefree Tongue on ZR's side, working early to try and keep these Midway torpedo bombers back away, out of the way. GRE Score has edged into the B cap, slowly ticking up B now, as Animati sends some fighters, and here comes at least a set of dive bombers in to try to spot him.
Good strafe by Animati, taking out roughly half of both the fighter squadrons, and as he exits strafes out, and gets strafe chased in return, and he's going to lose some fighters in that process.
He's got a fighter here hovering south of B. I keep expecting it to turn north and try to attack these bombers that are just kind of loitering over B, but I'm not seeing it.
He's too busy microing this little air battle at sea, I think.
Yep. Dolphin Princess down about 10k early, some long-range fire having done some damage, as SAT Score moves into A to start ticking that up on behalf of ZR. ZR picking up B here early on the strength of GRE Score's aggressive push.
And the Des Moines locking it down from air.
Yep. Des Moines with great support there with air cover and with radar as necessary. GRE Score now flips on the engines and he is gone. Shell's coming in, but he's not there anymore.
Yep. Potato is backing into B to contest it. As Policat is pinging behind the island at C, the long one on the 8 line, 9 line.
B contested almost instantaneously right away now. As you said, that's Potato on the OZ07 side?
Yep, that is indeed.
GRE Score now just turns his engines the other way again and making revolutions to put his stern back into B to at least hold that point gain down. As one of the destroyers from 07 gets into C finally. Who is that?
That's Policat.
All right, Policat's in C. We know Potato is in B. That means that I'm assuming Jones is down towards A somewhere?
Yeah, Jones is down at A, and I think they've realized that the heavy push is A-B. So instead of potentially sacrificing some ships, he's trying to work with Caliber down there in the Hindenburg. He's popping smoke right now so that Caliber can get some shots off for free and hit Mr. Dolphin Princess a little bit more. And William the Dank is also getting in on the fun.
So you feel like they're maybe reorienting to just leave A entirely?
I think they're setting up to harass, although I don't
Okay.
like William the Dank's positioning. He is bow towards the bottom of the map. He should be turning around before opening fire, at least in my opinion. Because now he's kind of locked in.
Now he's barely spotted on the side of the map, though. Spotted briefly with some shells. They got some shells off on him, but don't know that they're going to get much out of him.
Yep, he's able to stay behind the smoke screen, so he's being spotted probably for 20 seconds, and then it goes away.
Yep. Giant staring contest at B here continues as GRE score and Yasin Poi continuing to hold their little section of the map here in F4.
Polecat picks up C, and it's interesting now, he's kind of pushing his advantage a little bit here.
I see that he's spotted now by bombers.
And he's
Carefree
smoking
Tongue
up.
getting a quick bomber strike. No dice there.
Oh, he took a hit. He's on fire right now. Yeah, he unfortunately took a hit there. That was interesting. I don't know if he had his defensive fire up or not.
I don't think so. I don't think he had his DF up because none of those planes are dead. If he has DF up, those planes would be out, I would think.
And we know that the Japanese bombers' panic is very large spread, so it's surprising to see them able to hit anything, for that matter.
I think what Carefree Tongue is doing, he's trying to bait the DF. He's leaving the bomber over. He's bringing another one in. His torpedo bombers are hovering nearby. I think maybe he's trying to bait the DF and then bring the torpedo bombers in after.
Yeah, that's not going to work, though, because as you can see, Anamonti's bringing his fighter squadron in to contest it and just to block them out of there.
Air war a critical factor here over at B as we watch the carriers juggle for dominance, knowing there's an 07 destroyer in the cap circle.
And that leaves Polecat free to start opening fire on the Montana. And here comes a salvo of HE. Interesting. Polecat doing a nice job of moving around in the smoke, trying to stay hidden as much as he can. This is Russian smoke, so it's not going to last as long as a gearing.
Indeed.
And there goes the dive bombers.
ZR, to their credit, they've got Reto Front and Ultra Real turned around to just kind of kite out of C, knowing, as you see at the other end of the map, they are just pushing straight through A.
Yeah, both teams are essentially doing the same thing right now.
Yep,
and
big counterclockwise turn.
Yep.
Decent-sized bomber strike here coming out on Reto Front's Montana now, and Amati trying to push those dive bombers and torpedo bombers through, loses the torpedo bombers for his trouble, decides to back off the dive bombers. It looks as if Ultra Real's defensive fire is active.
Yep. Plus, I mean, that's a Montana, right? So most likely, probably max AA build by itself. So I mean, that's a big no-fly zone.
Yep. Status quo at B, no change here. GRE and Yasin Poi staring intently across the cap circle.
Caliber just took a big hit, probably from the Yamato Kashimakaze. And yeah, nothing's going to change over at B cap. I mean, at least they're preventing point gain. But unfortunately, that's two ships on both sides that are just kind of locked down, doing nothing.
Indeed. You see the Kaiser of Moskva there, locked down. He can't leave. He can't leave his... He can't leave Potatoes Grozovoy unsupported there in B, or he'll just get steamrolled.
Yep. Jones getting in position to smoke up Caliber again. So Caliber is going to have another minute of free shots, assuming he could slow down in time. And he's doing it.
Now SAT score has pushed all the way to the other side of the A cap. He is in I4. He's turning back now, but I'm wondering if he's going to leave a torpedo strike in for this smoke. Doesn't look like it.
Caliber is starting to rain down some death on the Yamato on Kashimakaze.
Fairly static game state here as we get close to the halfway mark of the match. ZR nursing about a 40, 50-ish and change point lead on the strength of an early cap, but not much change. Both teams kind of taking damage. But ZR, I'd say overall a little healthier. Caliber probably the lowest health ship on the board.
Absolutely.
And invisible right now to the ZR force at A.
Yep, but we see some torpedo bombers making their way over to the smoke area too. So I think they're trying to get themselves set up so that once that smoke ends, Caliber just goes down.
Well, they've certainly got enough firepower to pull it off. It's simply a question of timing.
It's going to be
If they
interesting
can
to
get
see.
Caliber off the board, they can make a nice pivot and then try and push that Moskva out of the way. His position there at B. If they can pull that off, that'll really shake things up.
Speaking of pivot, I'm surprised to see Yasenpoi did not turn the Des Moines bow towards C. As you can see now, he's being detected and being shot at by pretty much everyone. On C, at least.
He's got some Hindenburg shells coming in.
Doesn't
He
take
can
any
scoot
damage
up a little farther, but he's so now what we were just talking about, ZR possibly being able to do if they turn out of A. We see 07 already doing as they reach the far side of C, able to pressure the cruiser that's backing up the destroyer, the friendly destroyer in B.
Yeah, and we're seeing that, I mean, both carriers are trying their darndest to help their team, but they're both almost kind of locked down here.
Well, the air war is certainly critical to this game state at the moment.
Absolutely.
Both carriers realize the importance of their planes and their ability to push ships out of these static positions, but both teams playing very tightly, not really able to, both carriers playing really tightly, not able to push the other one out of the way long enough to really do good.
Right. And BFK now smoked up by Polecat, so he's got a little bit of time. Red up front is at about half right now. Obviously, he's going to heal some of that back. But it's interesting watching the teamwork going on between Hindenburg, Yamato, Hindenburg, Montana, and obviously their respective destroyers.
Things may be breaking here a bit. Yasenpoi has now moved into the cap in that smoke cloud. He's inside the cap ring. GRE smoking him up, realizing his cover was basically blown with that Montana and Hindenburg position north of C.
And that really threatens Potato here. Once that radar hits, he's going to have seconds to react as the entire south flank is just going to start shooting him.
Well, the ZR forces south of A, we saw, had already pushed the Moskva back around the island. We know Potato's still in the cap somewhere. That Moskva was not able to really support him, I don't believe. Now, has the Moskva moved back south?
No, Moskva's continuing to reverse around the island.
Well, in that case, Potato could be really caught out here.
Absolutely. As Yasenpoi gets detected.
Yeah, Yasenpoi emerging from the smoke cloud now. GRE turning north behind the island in B. There's the Moskva detected briefly on the other side of the island. Yeah, Yasenpoi probably going to become target number 1 here now.
Kaiser doesn't have much of a choice, right? Because you know, with this group coming up, he's got to react. And that's what I mean about the Des Moines. I'm surprised that Yasen didn't go bow on to the C group. Maybe he wanted to stay more mobile.
I don't know, but they succeeded in driving Potato out of the cap. Potato out of B now as B begins to tick for ZR, and they continue to exert this map control, opening their lead up to about 60 points. Well, more like 80 points.
And both Montanas on the other flank, on the C flank here, are about even. Gristlin taking some pretty big focus fire, and I can see Polecat's already getting in a position to smoke up the two of them. Oh, big hit on Redderfront. He is down to 13K.
Redderfront under threat now, under 13,000 and falling. He may become our first casualty here with just about 7 minutes left to play. Both teams playing very conservatively, preserving as much health as possible, but sooner or later something has to go, and it looks like it might be this ZR Montana.
Absolutely. Here it comes.
There he goes. That brings the points essentially even, although ZR will continue to open the gap very slowly. Ultra Real now basically left all alone on the 2 line, has to start running a tremendous amount of firepower crawling up his stern.
Yeah, but if I'm 07, I'm probably rotating them back down south to B now. You don't want to chase it.
I tell you, if I'm ZR, I'm really surprised they have not sent one of these ships on the J line back to help. Maybe to help Ultra. I mean, it's a long way to go, but it can't hurt.
Yep.
I mean, they still have not gotten anybody off the board over here. Caliber just taking a pretty good sized hit there, now under 9K. You know they're salivating at the thought of getting him off the board as he pops what has to be probably his last heal.
Yeah, but Jones is coming in to smoke him up again.
Goodness, he's already been through 2 smokes.
Yep, here it comes.
There he goes. Caliber getting great teamwork on 07, continuing to cover this Hindenburg and keep him alive.
Yeah, but he's shooting. He shouldn't be shooting right now. He's still not... The planes are going to spot him every time he shoots right now. He's got to get into the smoke. Finally, Jones gets the smoke to him.
Yep. GRE score and Yasenpoi doing great teamwork together, sticking to each other close quarters. quarters in B. No chance of a random plane strike offing one of them.
There's the
BFK. That's right, as BFK and what Grozavoy is that? Pulicat now shelling Yasenpoi in B, turning back that direction.
Calber's gonna go down here. They're all shooting his explosions there, so that's it for him. He might as well shoot. I don't know why he's not, but
yep, they are continuing to shell the smoke. They know he's in there. They're continuing to land hits. There he goes. As ZR bagged their first kill of the game to open their lead up to about 160 points.
Yeah, that was a tough one there. Jones started with the smoke a little bit early. Probably had to get Calber to slow down, which Calber didn't want to have to do. So a little bit of mistiming there in the smoke, and that caused the destruction of his teammate.
Shimakaze now turning due north up the 5 line, probably going to try and support the team in B. I think ZR realizing now they could possibly even yield B, and as long as they don't lose a ship, they're in pretty good shape.
Oh, yeah.
Their lowest ship on the board is probably Dolphin Princess's Hindenburg, and that's still only about half health.
William the Dank is obviously now being focused by 3 ships, but he just had a good hit on Dolphin Princess. But look at Mechanicux. You know, seeing the 2 Hindenburgs there that are low, one at half and one at a quarter, tells you that 07 didn't seem to be doing a good enough job of focus fire, probably because the 2 Hindenburgs were rotating.
Indeed. With about 4 minutes left to play here, ZR closing in on only 100 points shy of victory, opening their lead to about 200 points. SAT score rotating back, presumably to smoke Dolphin Princess. Both Hindenburgs, I wouldn't necessarily say they're under threat, but certainly low enough that a wrong salvo at the wrong time could end either one of them.
It's interesting seeing Pulicat opening up now like he is. He wants to get Yasenpoi's attention. And BFK
Looks like
is
he's
coming
got
in.
it.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Pulley takes a pretty good-sized hit there, down to only 1,000 HP. Yasen also taking a good hit in return as he continues to throw AP at Pulley's bow.
Yep.
No dice there.
And that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to get the Des Moines to turn away so he can smoke up and be safe from the Des Moines radar.
GRE Bowen looks to be his last smoke to try and cover Yasenpoi here in B as Potato 6-9 rounds the island there, and F7 as he looks like he might be coming into the B cap momentarily.
Yasenpoi is still
continuing to burn, healing and burning simultaneously now in the B cap on about 6,700 hit points.
This is a must kill for 07. They have to get this guy out.
Right. 07 down with only 25 points to go. They need to bag Yasen. That's the only thing that's going to keep them in the game at this stage. They know it. They're continuing to push. Pulley also low.
There it is.
Shells lands. There it is. And a stellar shot from Ruslan into smoke takes Yasen, but not before he takes Pulley off the board to hold the point lead where it is. ZR still only 25 points away from victory.
Oh, Dolphin goes down.
Kill. Another big kill. Dolphin goes down.
Just about to comment. That's one thing I didn't see it much on my side with 07 here is we didn't see the Grozavoys really doing that much in the way of torpedoes. They've been staying more closer to the cruisers to help keep them smoked up. I mean,
I've seen the torpedoes, just not many of them have connected until now.
Ah, okay.
BFK's Hindenburg now pushing GRE score here in B.
He's
ZR still with the upper hand. They have a 150-point lead with only 2 minutes left on the clock. BFK, you know he has to be their big target now. He's got Yamato. He's got a Yamato looking at him, and Hindenburg close aboard. He's got to turn and show his port side of the Yamato. 10,000 HP and falling.
William the Dank is down to 4K health, but
yes, he is.
He managed to survive a torpedo strike.
Either one of these kills will end the game for ZR. That should do it right there. Yep, 990 points now for ZR.
Yep. Yamato's getting a big torp squat.
There are enough torps there to take out the Yamato. I don't think so.
No.
Not with that belt. Nope, that's going to do it.
Well, my prediction's
ZR,
off.
Here we go. ZR claiming game 1 here on Trap in the North American semifinal round.
Yeah, what a game. I mean, this is, you can tell it's a good game when nobody's died in at least half the match.
Nobody dies for 13 minutes.
Right. And the fact of the matter was that the point spread was so tight for so long of it, too. Look at the Des Moines just completely shutting down BCAP, saying, you will not fly here.
Yeah, thou shalt not. This is a no-fly zone.
I almost wonder if '07 is rethinking that idea of the Moskva. It doesn't seem like he was as effective as the Des Moines was. Very interesting.
Excellent game by both teams, but Zedar coming out on top. A little bit of cap advantage early. I really feel like the turning point was when, '07 pushed far enough out of C that Yasenpoi decided, all right, enough, I can't stay here. And what did he do? Rather than just run south or snuggle the island harder, he went into B. He said, that's it. We're going to get this destroyer out of here and take these cap points up. Yes, he did eventually lose his ship, but not before they ticked up a lot of good points off of B. And I think that was a key play.
Absolutely.
All right, Zedar winning on Trap. Moving on to Warriors Path next. We'll be bringing you game 2 very, very shortly. Let me get back into the training room here, see how we're doing.
I'm warning my viewers, there's one last chance to get into the raffle, and then I'm going to make a poll.
Yep, I am also going to stop the raffle now. Game's over on this end. Should be about halfway done for you guys. I will hit close, and we'll do a poll. There we go. Friendly Joey, congratulations, buddy. I'll send you a code, and we'll get this done.
And for mine, it is Grizzly Adams XL. So congratulations to you. Also, please send me a whisper, and I will get you your code. Thanks so much for watching.
All right, let me see if I can get an update on how PSV and Cuter are doing. Actually, no, I could just cheat. I could go look at Quad stream, huh?
That's 10 minutes delayed.
It is, but at least it gives us they started one game ahead of us anyway.
That's true, they did.
All right, looks like PSV won game 1. So they are currently in the middle of game 2. Looks like on Quad stream they've just started game 2. 1-0.
Interesting. Now, Warriors Path, we can do Erie again, right?
Yes, yeah, we can do Erie for everything but the 2 maps that were banned. So we're Erie in all these games.
Yes.
Yeah, nice and simple. Interesting. Making some changes here on the ZR team composition. Gonna be fun. Well, it's something that you and I have seen because we cast a game with ZR, and we commented on it at the time. So you'll pick it up when we spawn. You'll see it. It looks like the standard 10 minutes between games is going to be pretty quick here, guys. There's only one player in the room not queued up. My suspicion is we'll be dropping here shortly, so don't go away. We'll be right back.
Absolutely. Now, a quick comment. I ran into this yesterday for people that are receiving these codes. Remember, these are for NA accounts. I do not believe they work for EU. So I do apologize for that. As we drop.
Excellent. Game 2 starts now. I guess I better open a new raffle.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, guys, new raffle is open here at the top of Game 2 of this semifinal match between ZR and 07. Type !raffle and chance to win 10 FTW camos and a Restless Fire flag courtesy of Wargaming.
Absolutely. And I gotta say, very impressed with Wargaming's support for this. It's awesome to see that they are happy that there's a community-driven event going on at the same time as their own clan events that they've put together.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna probably send Mr. Conway a real nice note later because he's been brilliant helping organize the event, making sure that we've, I'm confident he's the one making sure we have these codes, doing some of helping us the publicity, get some of the word out about the streaming. So Wargaming has been brilliant with their support of this event, so kudos to them.
Absolutely. As both Eries go down.
All right, let's get this going.
I just love carriers. Sorry, guys. All right, here we go. So, looks like kind of like a AC split with emphasis on C side.
Well, let's talk team composition real quick first.
Right.
ZR has taken almost the exact same team comp. However, you're going to notice a key destroyer change.
Z52.
Z52, we saw them do this on Shatter. Do you remember?
Yes, I do.
Yes, we have a great video of GRE score just wrecking that OIF pushing to B almost solely on the basis of his Hydro alone.
Yep.
Now, ZR is shaping up to do a very strong BC push. JRE score is going straight into B right now, and SAT score is headed to C. They've got quite a bit of cruiser and Yamato support. The Montana and the Hindenburg looks like we saw this just like we saw last game. Is that ultra real again? Let's see. No, it's a different Hindenburg. This is Mechanics, but it is Red Front, and Mechanics are headed to A. It looks like to play delaying, harassing off of the northern side of that cap.
Yep. And as predicted, they have 07 has changed to a Des Moines from a Moskva. Probably not happy with the performance of the Moskva last game.
I don't feel like they really got anything out of that Moskva last game. Like, the position wasn't terrible, but he didn't shoot. He didn't have anything to shoot at most of the game. Whereas Yasenpoi's Des Moines did outstanding work.
Absolutely. Now, one thing to note too, Anomati dumped both torpedo squadrons early, so he is actually scouting with these torpedo bombers. Unfortunately, looks like one of them got caught.
It does, yep, way over on the 9 line. He's going to lose those guys probably. GRE scores quick, aggressive push into B. Looks like he's going to pick that up and basically uncontested here.
Yep, and I know Enumati is looking at that saying, I want to drop that destroyer.
Oh yeah, you know he wants a piece of that. There's no way GRE scores AA is up to the standard of a Grozavoy or a Gearing. Here comes some fighter support from Carefree Tongue. The drop goes in, but no bomb hits.
Nope, but he triggers the defensive fire, which I think is his plan.
Yasenpoi is close aboard there, snuggled up to that island just north of GRE, providing the anti-air cover that GRE can't provide for himself.
Right, and Polecat is smoking up Timmy now in the Des Moines, just south of B-Cap. So, aside from radar, he's safe for a little bit.
So
he's got nothing to shoot at, though.
Who's at A?
At A-Cap, we have MF Jones, who just smoked up BFK in the Hindenburg, and BFK is starting to hit Red Front.
Yep. All right, so Jones is at A. That means that Potato is over towards C, I assume?
Yeah, and interesting, look at Red Front. He got nailed kind of hard there.
He's taking quite a bit of damage. Yep. Both battleships for ZR coming under quite a bit of fire early on.
And once again, same overall strategy here. Identify their main push and kite away, which is exactly what Potato's doing. He's getting in position to smoke up. There it is. Caliber is getting smoked up.
Yep. Well, and this makes C a kind of a key battlefield for ZR, the same way that A is a key battlefield for 07.
But look at this difference here. Well, you can't see it, but Polecat has detached himself from Timmy, and is now between A and B. He's literally on the 5 line, right between the two of them. If he gets detected, he's in a world of hurt here. But I think he's trying to go for a flank shot on the Z52.
Not sure what good that's going to do him, other than to maybe just spook him a bit, try and drive him out behind the island.
It's possible. I mean, Timmy is smoked up. He's safe, but he's got no shot right now. I don't know what he's... I'm not sure what he's looking to do with that. There go the torps from Polecat. There's the radar. Polecat immediately opening up.
That's what he was doing. He's waiting for the radar. He's getting in position to fire so he can he can blow the radar.
And he's taking advantage of the fact that nobody can hit him right now.
Well, GRE score is aggressively clicking on Pulleycat now, basically, pointing out, hey, get in on this guy now. He's kind of exposed. Shots now coming in from Mechanics' Hindenburg. But that's literally probably the only ship that ZR has on the board with shots on Pulley.
That's
that positioning he has is pretty good.
It's brilliant.
He's continuing to pour fire into GRE. GRE now probably down close to half HP. Refusing to smoke, presumably. Well, I guess if the radar's up, he's pointless. There goes the smoke. More shells still coming in on GRE. Losing tremendous amount of health here from an excellent coordinated play. Basically, everybody on that half of the 5 line is firing at GRE right now.
And they should be.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was well played by Pulleycat there. You guys kind of saw the entire enemy team had dug in, and Pulleycat recognized the situation and was able to do something about it. Now here come the dive bombers. I mean, Carefree's got fighter cover over. I mean, obviously very smart. What's he gonna do with them? I don't know.
Well, ZR owns owns a cap advantage right now, about 100 and change point lead opening up here as we move past about 6 minutes played into this particular match. Red Front still under pressure here north of A, continuing to retreat and fall back, but holding steady at about 60,000 hit points as he puts a decent-sized chunk into BFK there. You can see Pulleycat now, they're spotted briefly rotating back to the south. His aggressive push to spot and punish GRE's positioning definitely paid off. GRE lost about 3/4 of his health, but still in the game, still camped out in B.
And
Dive bombers trying to work their way in now, but not having much luck.
Well, what they're trying to do is to bait out. There we go. See, they're trying to get the fighters into Pulleycat's anti-air bubble. You can see the defensive fire popped right now. This is important because it's going to.
Can you see GRE? Is he spotted again?
No, but I see his shooting,
fire.
And that's why they're timing it this way.
Yep, and Pulley is continuing to fire into that smoke. He knows the German smoke does not have a great duration.
Yep.
GRE snuggled up now to. Yep. No shots on him from there.
F3 being called on the Z52 as the group down south has shots on him.
No.
Here comes Caliber shooting up.
How much pressure he's under. Yep, here we go. Shots, they forced him around the island enough that the Caliber's Hindenburg down south has shells coming in. They need to keep him spotted somehow. They've probably lost eyes on him.
They have lost eyes on him, but I mean, we've got at least one more salvo coming in besides this one. Oh, detected again.
Here come the dive bombers. GRE now only on about 2,000 HP.
He's gone.
This is going to be it. He's gone. Somebody will either land a shell, he's on fire, one of the dive bombers will kill him. Pulleycat beats him to it, and that is a big kill for ZR. Excuse me, for 07. ZR going down a destroyer early, leaving only SAT score on the board as their surviving destroyer.
As Yasinpoi gets punished.
Chunks Yasinpoi for a good hit there with his AP bombs.
And Pulleycat had a torpedo strike, but his defensive fire said nope.avi.
Excellent destroyer play we see there from 07, working that tag team with the Des Moines. Everybody on that side of the board being told, hold up, save your shots, we're going to have this guy spotted, and then punish him, and man, did it work.
Yeah, that level of coordination, that's something else, and that's something that you see on teams that have practiced and played together for an awful lot of battles. I would say these guys have played, well over 1,000 battles together.
I would say so. Pulleycat now easing into B, knowing that there's pretty much no reason, nothing to stop him now. Yasinpoi there with his radar, but difficult for him to try and move out from that island cover without getting punished by somebody.
Yep.
As Anumati now bringing in a torpedo strike on his starboard side.
Red front is very low as well. As the group that's at A is pushing up hard. Yasinpoi trying to get back into the cover of the islands.
And here comes Carefree Tongue with some of that fighter cover, but he's going to be at least one torpedo strike. Salvo get off on Yasinpoi. He gets all 6 torps into the water. Boy eats 2 of them. No flood, nothing sticks, but it does force him out of cover. Again, he takes about 4,000 HP there from Timmy's Des Moines shells.
Oh yeah, Timmy's in position to punish him.
Fully completing the cap of B there now is Redo front down under 6,000 HP up on the A line.
And
just like
there goes Yasinpoi.
Yep, and there's the lead change now as 07 moves into the lead and continues to open it on the back of their cap advantage.
SAT score caught out at sea. He's trying to make something happen, maybe torp the channel. And right up front is Dark. He needs to get spotted, and we can see Anamati's already moving his fighters in position to spot him.
Yep. Spotting range on a Montana would be, what, 10-ish clicks or so, I suspect, from the air?
Probably.
Full stealth rig? Certainly outside of Montana's AA range.
Yeah, I don't know what BFK is doing here. He's pulling out of the smoke and getting himself spotted. I don't know why he did that.
Oh, they killed the Alcemplay when I wasn't looking. Yeah, I realized he was low.
There, okay, he got out so he can spot right up front. There it is.
Yep, there it is. There come the fighters to spot right up front so they can try and get him off the board as well.
It doesn't matter. He's already ship detected, and here come the shells.
Here come the heals. Right up front now,
here come the heals.
Heal. Well, right up front, he had already started healing right as he started to turn to trying to blate some of that incoming damage.
Oh, and he goes down.
It matters not. Hindenburg's quarter HE pin says, no thank you, you're mine, as 07 now moves out to about a 140-point lead, which shrinks immediately back as ZR kills Ruslan.
Yeah, but Ultra
down
Real is,
on the J line.
Ultra Real is very low too. He's going down soon.
Yep. It coughed up a lot of health to achieve this board position. It looks like they might try and flank Timmy and Pulleycat coming in to B from the south side.
They're going to have to. That's the only way they can get these guys dislodged out of B cap.
SAT score coming in. Does he have smoke ready for Ultra Real? Yes, he does.
Too
Is he
late.
going to be in time? Well, the shells are probably already in the air, but Ultra Real now should be Dark. Yes?
Yes, he is Dark. Now the question is...
He's on
There's the
3,700 and still okay. A few more shells land. He's on 1,700 HP, but still alive.
Yeah, these guys have to be shooting those explosions right now. They have to... They're not.
Shimakaze looked like he turned his Yamato to try and head down the channel, but didn't make the turn. He ran aground here inside of the C cap.
Here come the dive bombers.
About 8 minutes to play here as 07 opening out to about an 80-point lead and continuing to grow on the strength of their cap advantage and two-ship lead, excuse me.
Yep, and Mechanox is going down up on the north there. He's trying his hardest to delay their push, but it's not working.
Now, once you kill the battleship in a situation like that, the cruiser is going to really struggle to do what needs doing.
Now, I had a situation similar to this, real quick, if you don't mind me saying.
Of course.
Where I was on the flank like that. And so what I did was I stealthed up, and I just sat there. And it was actually against 07. They forgot that I was there. And as they got past me at about 9 degrees, I unleashed Henry AP and just citadeled the crap out of 2 of their Moskvas, and that won us the game. So just because you're up there doesn't mean you have to keep kiting away like that.
Yeah. Situation at B becomes very interesting now as Dolphin Princess aggressively pushing B, probably trying to push Timmy and Pulley, but Anumati coming in with a full torpedo. Dolphin maybe not having DF, but eating all of those, and there he goes.
Victory is in sight.
There's a 120-point lead now for 07 here with about 7 minutes to play.
Pulleycat's got some torpedoes coming into Yashimakaze and the Yamato. They will probably not hit at all. And they don't need to.
I assumed Yashimakaze was going to go on the channel, but he looks like he's doing nothing of the sort. He's headed back to the north side of the sea cap.
Yeah, well, those torpedoes are to dissuade him from doing that.
Yep, you got it. No, you're right. You're right. ZR now, the remaining ships on the board, aside from the Yamato, very low on health, as they have been basically pushed, their entire team now on the eastern side of the 8 line.
Mm-hmm. And
far too many deaths now for them to really be able to push anything. They need to get a quick kill if they can find one, but there's no real likely targets on the 07 side of the game.
And Amati is keeping Mechanox spotted, and that's the reason why the Hindenburg continued to move away. That vision, obviously, in clan battles is a little bit different without the carriers.
Indeed. Key to their ability to punish those guys as 07 moves within 100 points of victory here with 6 minutes to play.
Yep, William the
Yamato
Dank.
now.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say the Yamato now turning around side of C. Oh, Caliber bags Ultra Real finally to push 07 within 40 points of a win.
Now, the Yamato does have, I think he's got an angle on William the Dank. It's not a great one, but he could possibly get a shot off as torpedoes come in to make him think about something else.
I don't think so, if for no other reason than the Montana is behind the island. We have no eyes on him. We can't see him.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yep. Shimakaze taking one torp on the Yamato's belt there, it looks like.
BFK is holding his fire.
07 within seconds of victory here. I don't believe there's anything Zedar can do to salvage this, and that
Yeah.
is the game.
All
07
she
tying
wrote.
things up here on Warriors Path.
What a great battle.
Very tight play by both teams. 07 realizing that GRE scores Z52 was kind of the weak link in that team composition, and they moved to just maximize it and punish it as best they could, and boy, did it work out for them.
Yep, we tried doing the same thing with APOC and Supremacy League with the Lo Yang. Similar concept, right? Get in there, you've got the Hydro to lock it down. The problem is you're stuck there for so long.
Right.
You know, it's a very high risk, high reward maneuver, and it definitely did not pay off for ZR.
They got some early points off of it, but then eventually lost the cap.
So we are tied up 1-1.
Yep. All right, guys, you should be just about at the halfway mark of that match. I'm going to go ahead and shut the raffle here, and we'll do a draw. Aces Parshit, congratulations. You have won some freebies.
Freebies are good.
Interesting. He entered the raffle and he's not in the room anymore. That's going to be whispering him tough.
That is unfortunate.
I'll figure it out.
I'm going to give my people 30 seconds to enter in as I'm watching the stream, just to see how things are going.
Let's have a quick peek over at PSV and Cuter. PSV now up 2-0 on Cuter as they are headed to Game 3 shortly, apparently.
And time to close my raffle and draw. And J Red Bear is the winner. So Red Sea Bear, congratulations, sir. Please send me a PM and I'll send you your code.
Sorry, getting my code handed out here real quick. All right. All right, back in the lobby. Everybody taking a breather after that intense game, I think.
Oh, I would imagine so.
07, glad to get a win there, get on the board and realize that, yep, okay, good, we're good. We can, you know, we're solid. And always feels good when you go down a game early to come right back and get even in the match.
Absolutely.
So what started as a best of 5 now becomes a best of 3. Next team to win 2 games will move on to the finals here.
And that key maneuver, man, that's got to go down to Polecat here, MVP of that match by far.
Absolutely, no question. Just the realization that there was a gap in their the ZR deployment. He was able to push up, get in a position, and then tell Timmy, "All right, radar now, and we'll crush this guy." And everybody on that side of the map had an angle on him, and man, they punished him for 3/4 his health before the radar finally faded. And then the further coordination, right? Anumati coming in with the dive bombers, getting him spotted. At that point, you know either what few AA guns he has are out. They were able to really pressure that position in the center of the board and take it over. Worked out brilliantly for them.
Absolutely.
All right, we're headed to Sea of Fortune, your favorite map, Zath.
Ugh. So, this is going to be interesting to see if anybody goes for ACAP. ACAP in general on a team composition like this is not advisable, just because, like I said, you're so far removed from the battle. If anything, I can see maybe one destroyer, one cruiser going to ACAP, but I think that there's going to be a huge conflict over BCAP. We'll see radar cruisers on either side in those respective islands, like we saw before, and C is going to be the real swinger.
Well, C is probably the most open cap of the bunch, which on this map is saying something, given how constricted they all are in general.
Absolutely.
All right, I'm going to take about a 30-second break and go refill my water glass, so you can either chat or be quiet, but I'll be right back.
I get 30 seconds of complete control over both streams. I love it. So for those of you guys who are watching, hopefully you have been enjoying this as we go down to, well, like Raptor said, it's just whoever wins the next 2 battles, that's key. So this game, we're going to see both teams, I think, coming out of here just swinging to see who can get the damage, who can get the kill. And I think we're going to see some very aggressive play here as both teams vie for that dominant position going into game number 4. Yeah. And we're dropping.
Good timing, then.
Absolutely. I told them all your secrets while you were gone.
No, I've had my headset on the whole time. It's wireless. I heard everything you said.
Yeah, so you know all the secrets then.
Uh-huh.
Oh, where's my Bic lighter?
Somewhere Puddin' is laughing his ass off.
Yeah, absolutely. And so is Red Sea Bear, because he knows it too.
That's true.
Minotaur!
Oh yeah, baby. This is gonna be fun.
And the
We're gonna have some
Z52
fun
again.
tonight.
And the Z52 again.
Now that's a bit of a surprise. I would not have expected them to do that again after seeing how badly that got punished, but maybe they've just realized, okay, don't leave him sitting in a cap by himself?
So maybe the Minotaur is there to babysit him?
Maybe? I guess we'll find out.
I don't know.
General quarters.
Good sportsmanship. Hey, speaking of sportsmanship.
What? We're supposed to kill each other. No one said I have to wait to ram you.
Don't make me reverse again.
You do that, we're gonna have problems.
Yeah, come on. There's the midway. All right. So yeah, looks like Timmy G and the Des Moines doing work last game. They're keeping that the same. So everything is pretty much the same on 07. Why mess with something if it worked so well last game?
Indeed, whereas on the ZR, excuse me, yeah, I'm on ZR, yeah. On ZR, we've swapped the Des Moines for a Minotaur. We'll have to see how that plays out, but other than that, oh, they've also swapped the Montana for a Conqueror. That's interesting.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So they're doubling down on the Z52. Let's see if it. I mean, it'll allow them to cap B and keep it. Probably, so my guess is where he'd go, or maybe even to A. Just play with that little island there, the church island, cathedral island, whatever.
I don't know, man. I feel like the short smoke really works against you in that ship, along with the lack of AA.
And Z52 and Minotaur spotted together, along with Kafshimakaze and the Yamato. I don't know why Zombie blew his smoke like he did there. Maybe he was checking his stats.
Probably didn't mean to.
That's huge, though, because that just told Polecat in 07 that he does not have radar.
Yep, you're right.
Which means that...
takes a pretty good size hit through the nose there.
Yeah, Timmy G just took a big hit, too, but you know what? I mean, ZR has no radar here. They only have the Z52 Hydro. That's it. Alright, so it looks like Kashimikaze is going to A to try to slow down the push, but we see, once again, Grozovoy, Hindenburg, Montana working that flank together. Jones, BFK, and William the Dank. We've seen them play together quite a bit here. Potato going in there. I don't know what he's doing with his... Oh, okay. He's doing some denial torps into C. Which are
Not
about
sure
to
what
get
they're
spotted.
doing with Zombri. He's packed himself into this little tiny spot where he really pretty much can't get hit. I guess just to provide an A bubble over the center of the map. Very odd.
Yeah, you're talking about that little alcove in Suicide Island there, right?
You got it. Yep.
Yeah.
He's just parked there.
I
GRE
mean,
score was into A, now out, as also SAT score over at C had moved in close to the cap briefly, was spotted by planes, and immediately ran out.
now there's a little disorganization going on the A side flank here. Jones is getting a little far away from BFK. I don't know that I like that. A cap is being contested now, or being capped by the Z52. Here comes, there's the spotting. Jones needs to punish this.
GRE is back into A, dodging the torp strike handily. Lots of shells coming in for GRE now as he turns his engines back on. Did he smoke? Doesn't look like it.
No.
He's not spotted. They don't have eyes on him right now.
I think he's anticipating the Des Moines being there, and he's too afraid to smoke. But it's interesting. Yep, here come the fighters again. As Jones turns on his I win button.
Those planes aren't dropping fast enough for him to have DEF. Or
Yeah.
he might have just popped it after they went over him. I'm not sure.
Oh,
One
it's
drop
definitely
coming
active.
in. One sneaks under the stern. Solo one
Some great
also
maneuvering.
misses. Yep. Arya now going for the smoke, wanting to finish this cap as the torpedo bombers crawl up his stern. But nope, none of them survive the attempt as he will cap A on behalf of ZR. SAT score almost done with the same feat at C, and seconds to go, and he does it. ZR picking up A and C early here on Sea of Fortune.
Jones is using, well, Jones tried to contest, but of course the Z52 using that hydro to lock it down. As Kashimikaze is at about, what, 3/4, 4/5 health right now? Still pretty healthy, and look at Timmy G. Timmy G has lost a lot of hit points. He's being spammed by, looks like they're Hindenburg and the Z52.
We can't see Timmy G right now in that smoke, but I assume you're talking. He's north of B right there with Pulicat, yes?
Oh yeah, he's in the traditional spot.
Yep. So, right, we have no eyes on him at the moment as Pulley puts his toes into B. 07 realizing how badly they need a cap of something.
Yeah, they are making too deep of a trade here. Yasin Poi also very low. I'm not sure where he is. Z52 spotted now in the smoke. There's the radar from Timmy G.
Ooh, GRE getting punished here. Des Moines shells coming in as he falls to about half health.
Yeah, he just got spotted again, so he kind of wandered into... I'm guessing that's air spotted this time. No?
No, there's no planes.
Gotta be
Not sure
radar
what's got
again.
him. GRE in about 8,300 hit points now as MF will probably try and reverse into the cap. Can't see him now. He's in his own smoke over there, but presumably, yep, there he goes. Ducks his stern in as Pulicat picks up B.
Jones tries to trying to get on the flank here a little bit, take some damage from Kashimikaze. That smoke from Jones, you know, was meant to help BFK out, but it kind of mistimed again. I think started a little bit too early. BFK not able to take advantage of it for fear of taking too many hits from the Yamato.
I'm not sure.
Hindenburg, there's the Yasenpoi over there getting smoked up now as Red Front and the Conqueror moves himself forward and tries to colonize the rest of the team.
Indeed. ZR now on about a 100-point lead here. Is about 7 minutes gone in the match. There's Timmy and Pulicat now spotted.
That's very dangerous for Timmy.
Indeed, the Conqueror shells coming in for him, it looks like, or somebody shells. Those guys on the 8-9 line are trying to punish that position, see if they can land shells on him.
GRE score is still very low though, and of course he doesn't have that heal, so he needs to get spotted and go down quickly as Anumati drops on the Yamato with dive bombers. Decent drop there. He did that before, but we see here how the dive bombers with AP just don't seem to do as much damage to battleships as people would like. Rudder front taking some damage there. He's getting close to 50%. But pretty soon he's gonna. Ow. There it is. There's the new ship button.
I was gonna say that Conqueror was fairly healthy a moment ago, but I looked up and he was about half HP.
He made the turn, and
yeah, he's turning away.
He got punished hard for it, but you know.
GRE and Zombri are both now camped out in this little alcove. Zombri must be kicking back with a beer in his hand, like he parked here and he's just literally he's just sitting here. I'm sure he's clicking on squadrons as they come by, but that's literally all he's doing.
Anumati getting some major torp damage in on Kashimakaze, possibly forcing damage control party. And we can see here comes William the Dank with his Montana and BFK. And Jones in a position to re-smoke BFK here and get him safe as they continue to chunk Kashimakaze here.
Now, his smoke is probably down. I would think, anyway.
He's in a position to where as soon as it's up, he can deploy it. So I'm expecting to see that smoke within the next few seconds.
Still not sure what GRE and Zombie are doing here. A lot of patience. They're just literally just waiting. Maybe they're waiting for GRE's smoke to come up. I have no idea what they're doing.
I don't know.
ZR's lead now down to less than 40 points here as we approach the halfway mark of the match.
They're both detected by radar right now, and so they're basically being locked. Out.
Yeah, they can't move. If they move, they're dead.
Yep. Ruslan is being dropped on here by torpedo bombers. He's on double fire. He's probably going down. He dodges the torp
also
bombers.
Very low.
Oh, there it goes. Wow.
Dolphin Princess going down, and Kashimakaze will be joining very shortly. 1900 HP and falling. There he goes. 2 quick kills by 07 move them on top now, about 180 points.
That's the ultimate twister there. Not only does he dodge the torpedo bombers, but he also bags a kill while doing it.
Now Zombie and GRE you're going to do something, I guess.
They have to.
I mean, ZR's been playing a ship down this whole game, basically getting almost nothing out of Zombie. I guess they've decided now they're going to do something with him.
Oh, there's SAT score looking to contest Pulicat.
Yep. He's been leading that kind of Conqueror charge up the 9 line for a little while now.
Pulicat taking some damage. I'm not sure how he got spotted. Maybe he shot. Definitely not shooting now.
Here comes GRE score. Well, GRE score looked like he was going to go into B, but now he's stopped again.
Minotaur is spotted now.
Yep, Minotaur is turning his engines on. He is headed in.
Timmy in position to punish. The Minotaur's pushing to B.
Well, GRE smoking him. We certainly know that Timmy's got radar. We know the Minotaur doesn't.
Ruslan. Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, I'm forced to wonder why. We know that the Minotaur has his own smoke. I'm wondering why he waited for GRE's.
Ruslan is continuing to ride the cap here, the border. He's at just under 2 cap. Yeah, he's going down. He's burning. It's only a matter of time now. It's unfortunate for them as the Conqueror colonizes him.
ZR gets their first kill now. Red Row Front takes a pretty good sized hit there as Ruslan goes out the door. Red Row Front now under tremendous concentrated fire.
Yep, but he's getting ship number 2.
Yes, he is. He's pushed his fancy heal button as Zombie moves into B aggressively to try and pick up the cap.
Timmy's in a spot though to just trapdoor spider him, and he's getting ready. Both Grozovoy's up there with the Hindenburg, Pulicat, and Potato, as Caliber is safe in smoke right now. William the Dank is not looking too healthy either though. He's got to get into cover quick.
Well, he's just popped his heal. He's on about 30k HP, so without a battleship on that side of the board, not a tremendous amount of threat on him. Mechanic's doing a really good job of kiting these guys and lighting them up as he goes.
It's interesting he's firing AG.
There's Timmy's Des Moines, probably picked up on sonar now by Zombie, who caps B. With about 8 minutes to play now, 07 on about 125 point lead. ZR trying to recover from a couple of quick losses earlier.
Timmy,
Go ahead.
Bulletcat's coming back to Timmy. I'm sure that he's going to try to smoke him, but Yasin Poi's got some shots in him right now. Takes a big hit.
Mechanics down on the eye line is throwing his shells at Timmy, realizing that that's a key piece they need to get off the board. Timmy now moving up, probably about to stick his bow into the cap circle, just in virtue of trying to salvage his position.
Rudder front is gotten a cover, so he's safe for a little bit longer.
Continuing to shell Timmy here. Not much gain as ZR closes back to within 100 points.
There's the radar.
On the strength of their cap advantage. Whose radar? Timmy's?
Timmy just popped his radar as he gets on set and fire.
So Zombie and GRE are spotted now for sure. There's a Hindenburg now coming in. Ooh, Caliber is close. This Minotaur is kind of pinned now between the Des Moines and the Hindenburg as Caliber is firing at GRE score. Zombie not really able to contribute much to that fight. If he goes out there, that Hindenburg will simply AP him into a dirt. His bow guns, though, working over the Hindenburg a bit.
Conqueror popped new ship number 3.
Well, they need him in the fight right now. Caliber's in a position where he might be able to just move up and punish these poor guys.
Rudder front is backing up, though, and he's about to unleash hate on Caliber,
Yep.
I'm sure.
GRE's Hydro now picking up both Pulley and Timmy G in the smoke. Actually, for all I know, it's Zombie's Hydro, but it's somebody's Hydro.
Here we go, we're following the shells.
Here come the Conqueror shells. Nope, Caliber pulled the handbrake and stopped. Big confrontation now here between B and C will have dramatic ramifications for the duration of this game as Zombie takes a massive hit from William the Dank. Yep, William moved back into a position to make that shot. We now know it's GRE's Hydro that has Timmy and Pulley locked up there north of B. GRE now in a horrible position. Yep, but there's Redo Front's Conqueror doing work. Now GRE has an escape route. GRE can save his ship if he gets out of there soon.
Nope, Potato's coming in from the north, and it's down anyway.
William puts AP right through his stern, and he is out. What a great shot. William with 2 back-to-back key salvos there at B from his position at C.
Absolutely.
Swings things big time into 07's favor.
Yep, and look at these ships just kind of kissing here as they die. I'm going to take a screenshot of that because that's kind of cool. Oops.
Well, Pulley Cat and Timmy G now bagging B, so they'll retain control of that or wrest control back of that for 07 here momentarily.
Yep, they are both sticking right next to each other, sitting side by side, ready to work together.
Yep. The remaining ZR forces down along the H and I lines are way over on the eastern half of the map. Again, just like last game, no ZR forces to the western side of the 7 line means that they're going to really struggle to put any kind of pressure on these cap circles. Mechanics is also low. You know they're going to focus him.
Yeah, here comes some dank shots right now.
Yep, here come the danks.
Oh, just short.
Nope, falls short. The turn throws off the aim. I just realized how healthy Potato is, too. They have a very healthy Gorozovoy up there on the C line.
Well, he's trading some of that health right now, probably unnecessarily. But, yeah, so Dank is starting to get focused, but here comes another set.
Yep, with 4 minutes left to play here. 07 moving out to a 170-point lead, almost sealing the deal, probably no more than 90 seconds away from simply ticking to victory on the strength of their point advantage, even if nothing changes. And something was likely to change. Mechanics is low.
Yeah, oh yeah. Once again, we're seeing the smoke coming into play here. Being used as a way... Oh, there's SAT. As a way to protect the cruisers so they can keep doing their DPM things and be safe. Oh, Mechanics is taking some hits. Probably going down.
We know as low as 07 crosses within 100 points of victory here on Sea of Fortune. Mechanics has got to be out of heals by now. It's late in the game, and he's been under continuous fire for a long time, down to 3,600 HP as he continues to trade shots with BFK and William the Dank. Here come more of William's shells.
Yep.
Can see them in the distance. Closing in. Is this it? Is this the end of the game for Mechanics?
And the end of the game for ZR if he goes down. 600.
He lives on 600 HP, a few more seconds. Nope, BFK lands the kill, and that is game.
Just
the
one
next
tick
will end it. There it is.
Done.
07 with a solid win here on Sea of Fortune, moving out to a 2-1 match lead over ZR.
What a game.
What a great game, yeah. Wow, check out Carefree doing great work that game with the plane kills.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think
Absolutely.
anybody had any planes left? Good lord.
You might have had a couple.
Well, let's add it up. There's 102, and 17 is 119 and 10. 129. 129 plane kills collectively for ZR. And what's the midway reserves? 130 something. So basically no. Basically no. Basically no. He had nothing left.
Absolutely, yeah, that was it.
That is a lot of plane kills, kids. All right, we're moving to Loop for Game 3. This is a win or be out for ZR here. They must win on Loop to force Game 5. Let's see what happens. I think I forgot to run my raffle that game.
Oh, yep, and my raffle is about to end. I just told everybody to get ready to go.
Yeah, I forgot mine. So we'll do my raffle here, and if for some reason if this is the last game, I'll simply give away both codes. I'll just draw twice. So make sure you guys get into the next raffle. I will start it. Actually, I'll start it right now. So there we go. Raffle is open for Game 4. Go ahead and get in now. And if this is the end of the match, then we'll draw twice. I have 2 codes left to give out. Let's have a quick check on PSV and Cuter. Ooh. Okay, I'm looking at the start of Game 3 here, it looks like. Over on Quad Stream. They've just started Game 3. How are they behind us at this stage? That can't be right. They must have had to restart a couple of times somewhere. I don't know, I must be missing something.
All right, and on my side here, Beard with Gaming has won. So congratulations. Please send me a whisper and I'll get you your code, Seabear. What a sport. He already won a code, so he's going to pass his along to someone else. Thank you for that, Seabear. And Raptor, if you don't mind, I'm going to ask you to fly solo for just a little bit here.
Yeah, no worries, man.
My dinner hath arrived.
All right, go get you some pizza.
Pizza.
Yeah, it looks like, so I'm not sure what's going on with PSV and Cuter, guys. I just know that according to what I'm looking at on Quad Stream, PSV is up 2-0 and they're in Game 3. Now, I don't know if that's the case. He may have forgotten to update his overlay or something, but we saw it was 2-0 PSV a little while ago. Maybe they've had to restart a couple of times. I'm just not sure. But that's where they're at right now. And of course, here it is 2-1 in favor of Devastating Strike 07, as we will be moving to Game 4 shortly on Loop. Zath forgot to queue up. Hopefully that's not a problem. Let's see. Sorry, doing a little admin work here. Okay, no worries. Just don't forget, take your time, eat your pizza or whatever. Don't forget to queue up real quick so we're not holding the game up. Nope, we don't need carriers for this entire map. The 2 maps we would have needed carriers were removed.
All right, my group, one last chance here to, well, another chance for a raffle as we get ready to go, and I'm going to step away again. Sorry.
No worries. Remember, guys, on my stream, as we get close to Game 4 here, hit ! raffle for a chance to enter to win 10 FTW camos and a Restless Fire flag. I've got 2 more of these codes to give away. If this is the last game of the match, if 07 wins, I'll just give away both of them. Otherwise, we're going to save one more for Game 5. Looks like we've gone over 100 viewers again, so thanks to everybody for tuning in. I really appreciate your support. I'm glad you guys are tuned in. I hope you're enjoying the match today. Zath and I are having a blast casting it. Do us both a favor. If you have feedback, and we got some good feedback yesterday from some folks, give it to us. Find us in Discord, PM us, write us on Twitch, whatever. Drop us a line. Let us know what that is. You know, we do this for you guys. We want to be able to highlight the competitive play. We think it's important. We enjoy showing it. And if there's something that we could be doing better, something you don't like, something you feel like we're not showcasing enough of, whatever, let us know. Also, do me a favor personally. If you like the streaming, if you feel like we're doing a good job, if you feel like it's a quality stream, whatever, hey, give Wargaming some feedback, all right? One of the things that we're being asked to do on our end as we stream the tournament is to provide our viewer numbers to Wargaming. They're curious to see what kind of attention we're getting. And if they like what they see and they like what the feedback, they like the feedback they get from you guys, we'll probably be asked to do more of these in the future, participate in more streams, do more competitive streaming, and I would really enjoy that because I'm having a blast. So if you have some feedback in that nature, hopefully positive, hopefully positive, go ahead and provide that to Wargaming. Shoot them a PM or go to their, they've got comment sections and stuff. Drop them a line and let them know that you enjoyed watching the tournament on Twitch this weekend because we love bringing it to you. Let's see, how we doing? All right, we've readjusted things. ZR is ready. 07 is nearly ready. Looks like we'll be dropping here momentarily. Remember, guys, the raffle is open. Type !raffle into chat to be entered for a chance to win some freebies from Wargaming prize package. Just 10 camos and a Restless Fire flag, but on the NA server, I don't think there's another way to get this flag. I've never seen them given out in either way, so go see if you can pick you up an exclusive and have fun with it. All right, both teams ready. Probably dropping here momentarily. All right, we are dropping. Here we go, guys. Game 4 semifinals, North America, ZR and 07. Now, we've seen the last 2 games, ZR has brought a Z52. Very minimal success with it in Game 1. Probably a there in Game 2. There they have dropped it. They've retained SAT scores, goes away, and they've swapped GRE scores. Z52 the last 2 games, he is now in a gearing. So, and Yasinpoi back in his Des Moines. So a very similar team composition to what we saw out of ZR in their, in their Game 1 win. We have Hakuryu again, Montana, Yamato, Des Moines, Triple Hindenburg, Gearing, and Grozavoy.
Yep, and don't forget the Erie. They are still bringing the Erie.
Well, that guy's a scrub, and he'll be dead. He'll be dead within seconds. So.
Hey, sorry, he's AFK eating pizza.
I'm talking about me, dude. They brought an Erie, right? Your team brought it. Anyway, whatever.
Battle starts.
Just make sure you turn your engines on.
Hey, don't shoot the AFK.
You're not AFK. Your engines are on.
Now, guys, on my stream, I'm going to be eating while I do this, so I'm not going to say too much, but I'm going to try to keep the camera work going for you.
That's all right. I'll talk. I can trust me, Zath. I have the ability to talk for both of us.
Oh yes, I know.
There are times you can't shut me up, as you well know. As my wife makes rude comments in the background. All right, let's have a quick look at early deployment here. Actually, first, let's talk over 07's team. We have Midway, Montana, no shock there. Des Moines, Hindenburg. So Tim, yep, no change there. Triple Grozavoy, yep. So 07 sticking with this team composition that works for them. Early on, we have, it looks like we're going for an AC split here from ZR. We've got a Grozavoy, Hindenburg, double Hindenburg, and Yamato headed to C, while you have Montana, Hindenburg, and gearing heading to A. And I suppose I should show you guys the game. I'm glad I checked. There we go. Sorry about that. A little bit of a delay. I've learned to tab over and check and make sure I'm actually broadcasting the game before it gets too late. Last reminder, guys, get your draw probably about the halfway mark of the match for you guys. When this game is over, I'll draw the raffle. I won't draw twice until you see the end. That way you won't know if ZR wins, though. But I'll draw at least once when the game's over. Some long-range fire here. Nothing early. Nothing major happening real early. SAT score pressing in on C as we see one of the opposing Grozovoids. Who is that? Spotted on the south side of C. Potato 69 at C. Of course, you know, 07's team composition giving them the ability to contest all 3 caps. Question is, will they do so? B on this map tends to be very, very dangerous. Lots of ships that fight in the center, those center 4 squares of the map, frequently find themselves dead in very, very short order. So curious to see if they risk sending one of the Grozovoids in there early. SAT score now backing in. Yep, reversing into the top of C. Probably has driven off the enemy Grozovoid for the moment. He's got some torps coming in, but he sees them well in advance. He ought to be able to position to get them. No, he decides he's not going to risk it, and he's just going to back right out of the cap and readjust his position to not have to deal with these torps. So they're not a threat to kill any or damage anybody, but they're certainly a threat to make him waste his time, basically. Yasenpoi's Des Moines looks like he's going to set up very aggressively here on the edge of B, and that's going to protect him from shells coming in from kind of the western half of the 5 line, but those guys down in the southeastern corner will have shots on his bow if they decide they want them, if he can get spotted. As one of the 07 Grozovoids is aggressively into A now, probably snuggling up to that island for cover. No eyes on him, but that's where I'd be. Nobody really in a position to do anything about it. He will probably cap uncontested here, as GRE scores gearing is well north of the cap. I'm not sure what he's doing up here. He's reversing. Not sure. Changing his position for something. A lot of ZR firepower over here north of C. They seem to be maybe wheeling for a charge down the 9 line. There's a Des Moines on the flank. They've just spotted Timmy G over there in smoke. Kashimikaze calling for fire on him. SAT score now leading that pack, turning back into C, hoping to bag that cap. As the Hindenburgs, Dolphin Princess, and Ultra Real take a little bit of damage here, but turn away back to the north. At least Dolphin Princess turning to the north, and Ultra Real starting that turn now as well. 07 picking up the early cap here. They'll start to tick up points as we approach the 5-minute mark of the game. Yep, there we go. SAT score finally getting back into C on the extreme northeastern edge. Not spotted. Is spotted by dive bombers. Probably will be leaving the cap circle again very shortly. Yep, shells coming in, but he will be bailing out of there, not willing to risk his ship for a cap. Definitely the right play, but just all the delaying tactics that 07 is enabling here, keeping ZR from bagging any points here in the early going. Yasenpoi has a brilliant position here. Check this out. He's got this little saddle in this island. He can lob shells over it, shelling HE onto BFK's Hindenburg at an extreme range. That's excellent positioning by Yasenpoi. Still a quiet start here as this ZR push kind of down the 9 line continues. SAT score once again about the 4th time trying to get back into C to pick up that cap. GRE score and his gearing on the other side of the map. Just straight up reversing into A, taking his time about it, going probably only about 12 or 13 knots in reverse. Not willing to risk having to turn all the way around and show broadside in the event that he gets spotted.
And I'm back, and take a look at this Yamato. Kashimikaze kind of out on his own there, being focused by both flanks now.
He's not really out on his own. He's got plenty of friends around him.
Well, what I'm getting at, though, is nobody else... They don't have shots on these other guys. Maybe
No,
Dolphin.
they don't.
So...
But that's probably by design, right? Wouldn't you rather them shoot at the battleship than shoot at your cruisers?
Typically, yes. Although in a competitive environment, I don't know. I often find that if I can get damage to be spread around more, I'd prefer it. But that being said, yeah, I'd rather the Amato be taking it than one of these Hindenburgs, especially Dolphin.
Yep, looks like SAT is finally going to bag C as GRE score finally gets his stern into A to start contesting that point on behalf of ZR.
For those
it takes nearly... Go ahead.
I was going to say, I'm just going to apologize in advance if I make any belches or anything.
That's fine. Takes nearly 7 minutes for ZR to pick up their first cap, but they finally do so. They're still less than 100 points down here.
Yasin Poi looked like he used his defensive fire on the torpedo bomber, saying he wants none of these, but we know what's coming next.
Oh! Yasin takes a big hit there. Just overextended around the island as William the Dank punishes that board position. Chunks about half of Yasin's health away.
That was... I'm sure he wasn't expecting it. I sure as heck wasn't.
No, he probably wasn't. But we've seen how good William is with that Montana, those Montana guns before. We saw it last game.
Yep. Meanwhile, Timmy has backed up and he is pulling back in. He's setting himself up to deny the cap at B as he gets spotted and shot at by Yasin Poi. Nope.
GRE score now well into A. Looks like he's going to cap. Don't really see anything on the board that's going to prevent that.
And here comes the dive bomber.
Well, here come the AP bombs. We know Anumati's packing AP bombs. Here comes William the Dank shells. That position for Yasin Poi working against him here. With that saddle in the island, he takes none of the shells. But the AP bombs land. Oh, a big hit from the AP bombs. Yasin on about 4,000 HP here pretty quickly. We know his heel's down. He used it earlier, just a few seconds ago, and there he goes. Timmy lands the killing blow. Yasin Poi is out.
What a...
07.
Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was
going to say 07 picking up a big kill there, realizing that was kind of a weak position for Yasin Poi and punishing it.
Yeah, that was extremely good teamwork on the part of Timmy and Policat, but also on the part of Anumati, getting those bombers in.
And Anumati. Absolutely. Knowing the punishment he can deal with those AP bombers, and boy, did it pay off.
We called that. You know, like, we saw that was coming, too. And the thing is, there was almost nothing that Yasin could do in that situation. He was trapped, he was stuck. Dank punished him for even trying to pull out a little bit. So all he could do is ask the Haguryu to get his fighters over as quickly as possible.
Well, this ZR team way over on the 10 line is just languishing over here. I think they're finally going to get organized and get out of there. They need to be more relevant to the game. It looks as if 07 is just going to kind of give them C, as we know there's somebody in B now capping it for 07.
Well, with these guys being here, I mean, like you said, they're kind of trapped, but more importantly, they're out of the game for so long.
That's the thing. They're not really trapped. They're just not really contributing anything, right?
Yeah.
They just now are getting eyes on Ruslan to get shots back on him. There's just not much they can hit over there.
Absolutely, as Dolphin Princess gets set on fire using the Valentine's Day camo.
Now, with Yasin Poi's death, that opened up about a 100-point lead for 07, but those double caps have been ticking the whole time. It's been taking them to Cap B, and that lead has just about evaporated. ZR will continue to gain points and will shortly take the lead here as we patch the halfway mark of the match.
Speaking of evaporation, take a look at Red Front. Just watch.
Already? Goodness gracious.
Just watch.
We have not been paying much attention to see. Oh, here come the torp. Yeah, Red Front's going to need at least one of these, if not two. Yes, the last one sneaks under the stern. No flood, but he is very, very low. And here comes Anumati's torpedo bombers to seal the deal. Now, Carefree Tongue does have some fighter planes over there, but so does Anumati.
And Anumati guesses the strafe, dodges appropriately.
Well, he landed a little bit of the strafe. He got a couple dead. Only two torpedoes surviving to get into the water, and Red Front will be able to bash those easily, but now on fire again, shelled by the Grozovoy, and he can't push up too far or William will punish him.
Oh, he's already set to punish him. Here it comes.
Here it comes.
Right into the bow, looks like bounces, yeah.
Great angling by Red Front there, bounces most of those shells. But MF Jones just continuing to drop HE shells on him. Red front definitely caught out here under just in a really bad position. Lots
Absolutely.
of, you know, 07 realizing the precariousness of it, continuing to focus
Here
it
comes.
down. Here comes more AP from William.
Oh,
And he
almost.
does some damage. Red
He's gone
front's
anyway.
dead. 600 HP. He's out. Plenty of shells coming in. That will seal that deal. He is out.
Yeah.
So once again, we've seen 07 play patiently, give up the caps if they need to make sure they secure the kills, and they've done it again here. They're up 2 ships, but down a cap.
And
With about
Ruslan
8
down.
minutes to play.
Ruslan is low, but you know what? They smoked him up. He's behind cover. There is no way that they're going to take him out before his heals come back. They're trying. They're
Well, and as
shooting
long
into
as-
the fire. Yeah,
Sure, but as long as he doesn't fire, they can't see him.
exactly.
Yep, and now Pulleycat back into A, flipping that back on 07's behalf. Continuing to shell both the Gearing and the Hindenburg, who basically have to leave now. No way they can really sit in there against a Montana.
There's so much.
Montana
at
is
A.
low. William is quite low. He's on about 20,000 HP and continuing to be shelled by this Hindenburg, by mechanics.
Yeah,
They can
he's gonna
get
have to do
William.
something.
They can get William off the board. That's big points. They could use that. Bit of an onomatopoeia dive bomber strike here, floating around, not really getting much out of it.
Well,
Brings
that's
the dive
'cause-
bombers
yeah.
in again, probably going for the Hindenburg.
And defensive
Don't
fire
think many of
says
those
no.
are going to make it. Yep,
Yep.
nope, none of those make it. As Pulleycat bags A. 07 now about 40 points down, but we'll start narrowing. Sorry, 07 on about a 50-point lead. We'll start to widen that gap now on the back of their cap advantage.
As the group at C finally got in, and Ultra Real just took a big hit.
Well, Ruslan looks like he's on his way out here. How much power he's got? How many shells he's got coming in? Look at this.
Yeah, I don't know why he pulled out there. He should have just
well.
reversed behind the island. He had the ability to
That
do
kill puts ZR back on top, but it's a lead they won't hold for long unless they can get into some caps.
Ultra Real now
Still a
taking
fairly
little bit
healthy-
of fire.
Yeah, fairly healthy group there at C. Probably able to push B if they really want to. See what they do.
And Timmy is already getting set to deny that push. Along with
Well,
Jones
that's kind
in
of his
front.
job. And I'm willing to
Absolutely.
bet you that MF Jones is rotating that direction as well to help out.
Jones is right in front of Timmy, and he's getting ready
Yep.
to deploy that smoke for him.
Yep, we know Pulley was an A. We know where Potato is. That means that Jones has got to be near the other cap. That's his job.
Yep, I like how they've given up on chasing. That's good. Most importantly, William the Dank is no longer being focused. He's able to kind of retreat a little bit, heal up a little bit, lick some wounds, and get back in the fight. And here it comes.
Yep, here comes the push at B. This could be a tournament-deciding push here for ZR. They have 5 minutes to play. The game will be tied momentarily, and this is their elimination game. If they do not win, they will be out.
Yeah, this push has to be successful for them.
Yep. They've got eyes on Pulleycat now, throwing shells at him. Plenty of Hindenburg HE going his way as Dolphin Princess angles north to try to get more shells on Pulley and avoid some of the incoming fire from Timmy's in that smoke.
Tell you what, that's beautiful, because Jones is actually right at the B island, and his torps aren't going to hit anything. Maybe they might hit the Yamato.
Otto is sneaking around this island now. Torps are well spotted. Kashimikaze reacting. Probably eat at least one in the bow. I would think he'll be hard-pressed to dodge them all. As his nasty shells headed out towards... It looks like he threw that salvo at William.
There it is, on the bow.
Yep, Kashimikaze takes one up forward as Ultra Real pushing now into B, getting heavily focused by several different directions.
Yeah, he's getting punished for this push hard.
He doesn't... Now, I guess ZR feels like they don't have a choice.
He's going broadside
really-
to Timmy.
Well, they can't really afford to wait for that smoke covering Timmy to evaporate.
Nope.
They're now stopping the points gain. Points will be even now, with about a 25 to 30 point differential between the two teams. But Ultra Real's not alone. Kashimikaze and SAT score right on his heels as they push into B aggressively. There's Timmy right in front of them.
Yeah,
Here
Timmy's
comes
gonna
the
have
AP to punish Ultra Real. He will be out momentarily. Second salvo should just wipe him off the board.
a little short. Little short.
Interesting. Timmy shorted that one. Ultra Real trying to get angled again. Nope. 1200 HP. Nope.
600,
That'll do it.
gone.
He's out.
But that's still going to hurt Timmy. Here comes
Well,
Torps.
his sacrifice might not be in vain. Here comes the rest of ZR. Dolphin Princess may not survive to make this push. Also low in that same area as ZR now down 140 points, needing this push to succeed. Lots of torpedoes going in on Timmy right now.
Oh, wow.
And Yamato shells.
Oh.
Timmy's dead.
I've been waiting to say this for a long time. We're going to need another Timmy.
We're going to need another Timmy. As ZR now aggressively pushes, they are in both caps now, halting 07's point gains entirely, but Dolphin Princess is on her way out. Yep, there he goes. Kishimikaze, the last surviving ZR ship in B, will start to come under fire. There's no way he'll cap this point, but he's at least holding the points down.
Absolutely. Meanwhile, it looks like A is being capped by GRE score.
Yep, GRE's stuck his stern back into A, and I can only assume that Pulikat's not over there anymore.
No.
Now, the trouble with Kishimikaze is he's under a tremendous amount of pressure. He needs to leave this cap and find some cover, but if he leaves the cap, the game starts widening out again in 07's favor with 2.5 minutes to play.
Yep,
a single kill on either team will flip this very quickly if ZR can bag a kill, but who's low? Nobody's really low. Pulley's the only one. There's no way Pulley's going to let himself get spotted.
Animati is sitting there with his dive bombers ready to go. He's just waiting for that kill shot, but SAT score is coming in and convincing him that it's
SAT
not
score
gonna work.
rotates into B to hold those points down. Once again, no point gain happening right now for 07 as ZR, with 120 seconds left in the match, tries to salvage it, but I still think they need a kill. I don't think the ticks will be enough in only 2 minutes. We'll have to see how this goes. They're going to try and fish for SAT score in that smoke, I'm confident.
Yeah, and I almost feel like they should be trying to finish off Kashima.
Potato finally making his presence felt as C as he stops those points on behalf of 07. With all of the ZR force leaving C, he's free to move in. That's going to hold ZR's point gains to only three every 6 seconds. I don't think it's going to be enough. 90 seconds to play here. Less than 60 points separate these two teams.
Surprisingly
ZR
enough,
really needs a kill.
William the Dank is totally exposed here to these dive bomb or torp bombers.
Yep, a single kill will flip this game in ZR's favor, but I don't know that they're going to get it.
Dank takes one torp.
Tank takes a torp.
Jones is spotted momentarily.
Yep, they're still fishing for SAT score in the smoke. Or maybe he's radared. Can they see him?
No, they can't, but
Yeah, they don't have
Pulikat
any
is
radar
ready.
left,
There it
yeah.
is. There it is.
There's Pulley. Pulley's right on his heels. Pulley's going to come in and just waste him.
Oh, yeah. And they have to.
Or keep him proxy spotted, one or the other. With less than a minute to play, ZR trying to find a way to victory, but not looking promising. Only trailing by 40 points, but they're not going to be able to make up the gap.
Pulikat is making a push.
One cap. Here comes Pulley. If they kill SAT, this is going to be it, man.
There it
SAT's
is.
on 400
Gone.
HP. There he goes. SAT
Wow.
out with 30 seconds to play. A single kill will no longer salvage this game for ZR. I don't think it's going to matter.
Nope.
27 seconds. William is probably their best target, but they will not get there in time. He's got great island cover. These torpedoes, ooh, hang on. Torpedo strike going in on William now. If all three of these land, it might be enough, but I don't think the points are enough. Oh, somebody pops a DF.
That
He's
would
got
be the goes
Jones
away.
there.
Time's ticking down.
He takes
4,000.
Wow, 6 seconds left. William on 4,000 hit points.
Not flooding.
Not going to get there. 07 picks up game 4 and the match and everything. Moving on to the finals. What a great game.
What a spectacular finish.
Well played by both teams. ZR realizing they had to roll the dice and just force something to change. I really feel like they languished too long with those guys at sea that just hung out on the 10 line. I just feel like they probably should have made that push or done something with them probably 2 or 3 minutes sooner than they actually did.
Absolutely. That was interesting. I wouldn't recognize necessarily anybody on 07 for doing anything spectacular. They all worked well together. Maybe Timmy with that hold at B.
Yeah. Stellar team play from 07 in every game, even the loss. I mean, they played so well as a group.
Absolutely.
Over and over and over. It just occurs to me, I don't actually have the scores loaded to do this. Hang on a second. I got to create all this new stuff. I'm not used to having the best of 5.
Oh, does it matter? We know who wins now, right? I mean,
for me, it's a completionist thing, and also the fact I'm going to need it next week. I might as well get it done now.
oh. And I just watched Red Front die.
Oops, that's the wrong one. Wrong score. Try again. There we go. There we go.
And
07, devastating strike, moving on to the finals. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, Brofisticus wins on my stream here, so thank you, Brofisticus, for all your support, man. Great guy, a lot of fun to hang out with. Haven't played with you in a while, so let's hang out sometime.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and draw one raffle now, and I'm not gonna draw the second raffle until the other game ends, so that these guys don't know the result in advance. I've got about 7 minutes there. Stay with me that long at least, guys, and we'll get this second raffle done.
Profisticus sends me a message. Scrub Lord. I just said all these nice things about him.
I take it all back. You're a jerk.
Right? Let me delete that code. Yeah, so I've got one code remaining as well. Are we gonna try to pull in somebody from 07 again?
You know what? Honestly, we talked to them earlier, and I'm ready to be done. It's been a long day. It's been a long weekend.
That it has. For those of you guys who are watching, I mean, I'll tell you what, I always thought it wasn't that much to put a stream together and all that, but when you're doing all this with the overlays, with all the different scenes and all that kind of stuff, there's a lot to it.
There's a lot going on. It's one of the reasons that sometimes we make mistakes, right? Like leaving cards up or whatever, you're tabbing around, you're changing graphics. To do this and make it look professional and clean is a lot of work, especially when you're co-casting with somebody, which I love doing. That's not a knock against you at all, Zath. It's just there's a lot going on.
Uh-huh.
Please, Zath. If I wanted to insult you, I would have done it already. Like I need an excuse. Come on.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's been fun. It's been fun doing that. You know, I mean, the interaction, playing off each other, you know, it's been a lot of fun. And you know what? It's a different world. Watching it from a casting perspective, you and I, having done these kinds of games before, we know what these guys are going through. We know the emotions. We know the screaming in chat. We know the great moments of "we got this, guys," and we know the terrible defeats when somebody just f's up, and you're just like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah.
So hats off to these guys. You know, best of 5. Again, it looks easy on the stream. It looks good for these guys to be just out here playing. But remember, they're spending, what, 2 hours of their life playing the same game. And they're doing it in a super hyper competitive environment to where every click matters, to where every moment, every use of the consumable matters, every torpedo you fire matters. You have to be constantly looking at the board. You have to constantly be talking and chat with each other. It's just, it weighs on you so much.
Oh yeah, there's a lot going on. So man, look, we're down now. The ZR is not done. They're going to play in the bronze match next week, so we'll see them again. And we will also, of course, see 07 again in the finals. So Absolutely. For you guys, just to catch you up with what's going to happen next Saturday, okay? So here's how it's going to work. The bronze match will be first. It is another best of 5. The winner of that match will move on for the right to play one of the EU teams on the following day on Sunday in the cross-server tournament. The finals will be run after that. We're not going to run those 2 matches concurrently. They're going to be run consecutively, so you can watch all of the action. Every game next week will be streamed. You can watch it all without having to skip out on one match, okay? So the bronze match will be first. Yep, we're going to run it all. Bronze match will be first, and then the finals will be second. I don't know start times yet. We'll work on that this week with the league admins. We'll get that stuff posted. Keep an eye on the Supremacy Discord. If you're on the World of Warships NA Discord, we'll get that posted. I suspect that we'll also get some advertising and some what's what I'm looking for? Some publicity over at worldofwarships.com. So keep an eye out this week. You'll be able to get this info. If nothing else, come to my channel. Just load up my Twitch channel during the week, and I'll have all that info down in the descriptions, okay? But next Saturday, probably starting at the same time, 3 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Central, noon Pacific, North America times, we will be starting in on the bronze game, okay? So those are both best of fives. You will see every game. All 4 teams that we just saw in the semifinal games are not done, but they've got to finish playing for their final positions in the tournament, so we know who they're going to get paired against when they play the EU teams next Sunday, a week from today.
Absolutely. Now, you and I both have a code